Hey, what's up guys? It's Dioko with Dioko TV. Just wanted to bring you a short video here about solo pug and matchmaking environments, how you can improve as a team player, how you can really just work on your overall fundamentals in a pug environment. Because so many times we hear, oh man, stay away from pugging, stay away from matchmaking, but really there's a lot of good things you can take away from it. Now, some decision making will be questionable because you're going to have some idiots just doing stupid stuff, but on the flip side of that, there are some good things in that we can learn from some mistakes, we can work on communication, and some very basic and fundamental team play. So I've got 4 steps here that we're going to go over real quick that will help us become better matchmake and pug players, and really overall better team players even in scrim and match environments, okay? So step number 1, know what role you are, all right? So oftentimes we get, as a solo queue, we get into these queues where we may be queuing with 3 other guys who are grouped up or 2 other guys who are grouped up, all right? So for example, if I am a, for instance on CT side, if I am more of a support player, a rotator, to and fro from B, so I'm playing kind of this position right here, kind of holding the CT angle to make sure nobody gets through, and I'm also kind of the support to arch side. Maybe that's my position, but if we get into a queue where there's 2 guys who have or like to play that together, maybe you ask, hey man, is there any way I could play the support position because that's my best position, that's where I'm good at, that's where I feel like I can help the team. All right, that is your role, so know that role and know what you're good at with that role, and really try to ask for that role. Now, if they say no, you know, we'd like to play together, then you should always have some sort of secondary position you can fall off. Maybe you're a better porch or a decent porch player, you can go play there. Just keep an open mind with it all. Okay, so know what role you are. Step number 2, know what you're good at and play to those strengths. Okay, so for instance, if you're a good support player, maybe you know all the grenades. Okay, so that's a perk. All right, you know every single smoke, every single flash. You can throw them with your eyes closed. All right, that's a strength of yours. Okay, so play to that strength. All right, if you know, okay, so and so, I need to smoke here. Maybe you know the Happy smoke where I don't have no clip bound right now, but Happy from Envious can get up here and he can throw this smoke, and I'll see if I hit it first try. I think it's something like this. You can throw that smoke, you know, you know all these little quirky smoke grenades, all right? So you know that. You just know that stuff. But you know that also you got a good pop flash you can throw off this wall and peek with it and then kill some people because they'll be blind. So know those strengths and rely on those strengths to help you become successful. If you're a good aimer, use your aim. If you're very knowledgeable and you use your positioning very well to get you frags, then use your positioning. But don't ever try to be successful with something that you're not good at. So if you're a weak aim player and you're trying to peek like this guy 1v1 right here and you lose 2 or 3 times in a row, you're not playing to your strengths, okay? So know what you're good at and play to those strengths. All right, step number 3, encourage team play. We've all been there where we get into a pug and Johnny's having the worst day of his life, whether he had a bad day at school or whether he's just on full tilt because he's lost 3 matches in a row. All right, so the first thing we can do, let me backtrack a little bit. Nobody likes playing with Johnny because he's got that terrible attitude. So if we can bring a positive attitude into this matchmake or into this pug environment, our teammates are you know, going to want to help you or help us out. Okay, so if I have a good positive attitude, my teammate's going to be more likely to help me out. All right, so that's going to encourage team play right off the bat. All right, how else we can encourage team play is we can communicate. We can flash for our teammates. We can just call the small things and kind of get our teammates to communicate with us. So, you know, maybe you've got the anchor player in B in here, and he's positioning at new box. You may just ask, hey man, where are you playing? And he says new box. So you know, okay, I've got help from new box, so I need to let them get to this angle to where he can fight them too. Because if you're peeking here, guess what? That new box player isn't going to do anything for you. So just little things like that to help you position are going to encourage that team play. So that communication's huge. All right. Step number 4, learn from your mistakes. We are all very critical of ourselves. Okay. Same being said with Counter-Strike. We can be very critical of our play. But what we have to cut out are the little mistakes that we constantly make. So for example, we'll go back to the aiming example here. Okay. All right. Say this guy kills you once. or say they're just going to challenge this angle. Maybe the first time he comes around the corner, he does 80 damage. So we're down to 20 HP. We smoke, we flash, we kind of hold him off. Well, the second time we do it again, but this time he kills us. All right? That's twice in a row we've kind of made the same mistake. We've tried to peek this corner, and they've punished us for it. So after that first time he gets you down to 20 HP, maybe you throw that pot flash, you know, here, and then you peek with it. Okay, obviously that didn't work. I'm not a support player, so I don't know those flashes. Just kidding. But, you know, maybe instead of peeking it like this, you throw that flash that you know here, and then you peek with it, okay? So just little things like that. Really just learn from your mistakes. Try not to repeat the same mistake, because most of the time, if you make the same mistake twice in a row, that team's going to continue to try to abuse that because they know that there's some sort of weakness in your game, but yet you're not making the adjustment, okay? So, just to recap, step 1, know what role you are. Step 2, know what you're good at and play to that strength. Step 3, encourage team play through communication, flashing for each other, and a good positive attitude. And step 4, learn from your mistakes, all right? Guys, again, this is 4 steps just to help you with solo queuing in pugs and matchmaking, and really just helping you develop good team play, good fundamentals, so that when you go into scrims and matches, you will have good habits. All right? Again, guys, Dioko with Dioko TV. Please subscribe. Please check out some of the links below, and until next time, we'll see you later.